now what I'm going to do is go ahead and make Nargenstal a little bit bumpier than it is right now, because right now it's completely flat. We don't want to do that. Let's give it a little bit of life. So let's do sculpting, and we're going to go brush size. That's about right, but we're going to go brush strength way down. It's like 0.1. So now the way they've drawn it, there's like definite pathways that have been worn into the land. So we don't want to go too crazy making this bumpy. And actually that might be a little too strong yet. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to back out of that. We're going to make it brush strength down to 0.08 and see what that does. We want to do just very subtle changes here. And I'm probably going to get rid of half of these. It's kind of hard to see with white background here. I can't see what my texture really looks like. So let's go smooth it out a little bit. I just want a very subtle change in height here. I can't quite see what I'm doing. I'll have to work on that once I get the colors a little better. Right now I'm just going to get islands that are brought up into different heights, because otherwise the river would overflow and go right into the banks. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Oh wait, I'm smoothing. Duh, let's sculpt it. Let's try this way. So we're going to sculpt the entire thing to a different level. Bring this up just a little bit from the rest of the land, so it kind of slopes down towards the river. And it's very, very subtle. Can't even see what I'm doing, really. So I'm going to turn my strength up just a hair so I can tell what I'm doing, because I can always go back and smooth it out. So you can see now that I'm getting a little more, and I'm going to increase my fall off so it doesn't go too crazy. And yeah, that's a little too much. So let's go smooth it. I'm going to smooth it down so it's a little less crazy here. We're going to go a little closer to the actual height that we have of the land. Smooth this out. And you know what? I'm going to do it the easy way. I'm going to flatten it to a height that I'm happy with, which is going to be right about here. And then I can work from sculpting from there. So I'm going to create another layer of height here. And this will all show up much better once I get some landscape textures on here, so you can actually see the lighting and things changing. But I want to bring this up so it's a little higher than what the rest of the surrounding land is. Like I said, we don't want the water to overflow the banks, so we're going to go ahead and change this. I want to stay back from the edge of the land because I already did my arrangement there. Just want to make the rest of the village a little bit higher than the actual bank. Size needs to go up just a little bit so I can get a little more work done here. Why is it dropping it down? That's not what I told it to do. I want it to be this height all over. Just height all over the whole area here. No. Oh yeah, there it is. I can see the edge now. Couldn't see it before. So I wanted all that height. And I'll smooth this all out once I get the main part done. Please keep in mind, guys, this is all work in progress and learning how to use the sculpting tools and all that before I actually call myself a sculptor kind of thing, you know? Okay, now let's see if we can see that difference in the land. It's got a little bit of height difference to it. So let's go a little bit of sculpting, and we're going to go very, very little tool strength so it doesn't go crazy. And we're just going to smooth this out. Oh, let's go less than that yet. Let's go like 0.08. Undo that last step that I did. And go just a very subtle. Grr, not that much. I want to get just a little subtle sculpting here. Okay, I need to do way less than that. Almost down to nothing tool strength. Because this is really going crazy on banks and stuff here. Bring a little life into the landscape around the Nargenstal. And I'm going to make a nice base for this castle, or the towers and stuff to sit on. That's not directly tied to the edge of the terrain, if that makes sense. Bring it up just a little bit. Might be getting a little carried away, but I can always smooth it out later. So you can't see really from this angle how much of a difference there is. So let's go back down here so I can see. Okay, that's way too much. So we're going to smooth this out just a little bit. Bring it down just a little bit and bring this. I might lose some of my shoreline, but I don't want a big hill for this to sit on. So let's bring this back down. Smooth it out. Okay, now let's get this edge done that we want to do around the perimeter. Sculpting. I'm about as low as I can go in my tool strength, but I'm going to increase my fall off. So the area on the edges, isn't quite so drastic on the edges. If that makes sense.